This episode is about the last minute gifts for foodies and grillers in your life. I'm gonna start this off by pouring a delicious beer. This is a Bourbon County brand stout. So this leads me to my first great gift for a foodie or for a griller. If they love craft beer, why not get them craft beer? Duh. If the person you're buying for loves craft beer, they've probably told you about some of the breweries. Don't be afraid to ask them who their favorite brewers are and what kind of beers they like. And then if you go out and find them, you can go and find some amazing beers. And if they have wax tops, you should probably just buy those because they're probably really good. If not, they look amazing. And anyone who receives a free beer that's with the wax top, they're like, thank you for thinking of me this much. Beers are a great gift for craft beer lovers, foodies, people like that. That's a great beer. So another gift, sticking along the same lines as beer, fancy glassware. You know, whether you're a wine lover or a beer lover, most people like to drink their stuff out of nice stemware, nice glasses. This is a Teku glass. This is a great glass for anyone who loves sour beers or IPAs. Really, any beer looks amazing in these glasses. And I don't know if it makes the beer taste better, but it doesn't hurt, you know? And this snifter style glass is great for stouts, great for IPAs. People are gonna love these. If you go on, if you find out who their favorite brewers are and you go on their website, chances are they probably sell some nice stemware on their website and you can probably order them. This one's from Founders Brewing in Michigan. Go online, order some glasses. If you get them from the local brewery, even better, because you're supporting local business. That's super. All right, let's move on. And I'm gonna put links to everything I show, except for the beer, down below. If you wanna check those out, you can. Sticking alongside drinks, do you have a coffee lover in your life? So first, I've been doing this subscription to drinktrade.com, and this is not a sponsor, but you go to drinktrade.com and you set up the kind of coffees that you like, how you like to make the coffee, the type of flavors that you like with your coffee. Do you put cream in your coffee? Do you drink it black? Whatever. You put all these preferences in, and then they send you a bag of coffee from United States roasters once a week or once every 4 days or once every 2 weeks, once a month, however fast you're drinking your coffee, that's how fast they'll send you new bags to drink and try. And it's fantastic. I mean, there's been maybe 3 or 4 bags in the last 6-7 months that I've got that were okay. You know, everything else has been outstanding. And it's been really fun to try and experiment with different flavors of coffee. And I'm not really a huge coffee head. I have like 1 cup of coffee a day. I'm a really hyper person, as you can tell. So 1 cup of coffee just gets me going, and that does me right, and I like it to be a really good cup. So another thing to go along with coffee is probably one of the best coffee makers on the planet. This little plastic doodad is called an AeroPress. And it's only $30, and you basically take a little paper filter, you put it in this little guy, you turn that, you put that on your cup, you put your coffee in, you pour your hot water in, you stir it up, you let it sit for 90 seconds, 120 seconds, and then you plunge her down into your cup. Easy peasy, and I swear to you, it's some of the best coffee you'll ever try. If the person you're buying for already has an AeroPress, chances are they might not have one of these little filters. And this little filter, sorry it's shiny, I just washed it, but this little filter is supposed to kind of give the effect of like espresso. It's supposed to make like espresso type coffee. I don't know that it actually does that because the thing that it goes in pushes the coffee through here. It's supposed to make it more fine, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, but we use it for just regular everyday coffee. And that way you don't have to worry about the mess of filter papers or anything like that. You have a reusable little filter right here for your coffee. And just this little filter guy, I think is like $25. So that's a little separate from there. But if you wanted to buy both, you've got a $50 gift for a coffee lover, and they'll love it. If they already have an AeroPress, you can get them just the Fellow filter. That's what it's called, the Fellow filter. And yeah, they're gonna love it. Move on. Let's go to the grill, shall we? If they like to grill, a bag of awesome lump charcoal is a great gift. It kind of seems funny getting someone coal for Christmas, but I promise you, if they love to grill, if they have a Big Green Egg, or if they have a grill like the Wildfire 4-in-1 grill that I have, or a Weber kettle grill, they love to cook with charcoal, and good charcoal is great to have. And it smells better, it makes your food taste better, and it's all natural, there's no weird smells in it, things like that. And good charcoal is not cheap. You're looking at, you know, $28 to $35 a bag for a nice 20-pound bag of lump charcoal. So I'll link some of my favorite bags down below. I showed you Jealous Devil and Rockwood charcoals. I've got a video coming out soon comparing different lump charcoals, so stay tuned for that. But that's a great gift for a griller in your life. Kind of seems like something you may forget about, but this long-handled silicone brush for painting your chicken wings, painting sauces onto your chicken wings, things like that. These things are invaluable for a griller, and having a long-handled one, when you're sitting with a fire with lump charcoal that's ripping hot, you don't want your hand sitting over that trying to brush your chicken wings. You want to be at a distance, and a long one like this is great. Sticking with the grill or griddler in your life, this little spatula, now it may look like not much when you're first looking at it, but this thing is super sharp, very well made, and it has lasted, I think I've had this for about a year now, and it's great. I do not wash this in the dishwasher. I hand wash it just because of the wood, things like that. But it is stainless steel. It's got an amazing, I don't know if you can see the level of bevel. Ooh, that's fun to say. The level of bevel. This thing gets right, you just use it like a razor to get right under those smash burgers, and you get all the goodies to stay on your smash burger when you flip it over. It's a great spatula. This is the Man Kitchen. It's got a umlaut over the A. I'm not sure if it's Man Kitchen, but Man Kitchen, that's what I'm gonna say. You could, oh, you hear that? Don't use this on your face. Nowhere near your neck, eyes, or groin. A great knife is invaluable to anyone who cooks. A sharp knife is a lot less dangerous than a dull one. Everyone will tell you a sharp knife is extremely dangerous, don't get me wrong, but much less dangerous than a dull one because you're not trying to cut so hard and then you slip. And this was actually a wedding present from our good friends Brady and Steph, and we use it all the time, and he'll actually be paying us a visit over Christmas, and we're gonna do a knife sharpening demo. Last time he sharpened this knife, you could just drop a tomato and it would just slice right off of it. A great knife is an awesome gift, and believe it or not, you can find good quality knives, and now you're not gonna find a whole set of knives for under $50, but you can find a good quality knife for $50 and under, and I'll put a couple links below to some ones that I really like, and you can give them a try. And then I'll put some links down below to some more expensive versions of them too. So, so you have some more options. Say you wanna spend more than 50, you got that option. This may seem really crazy, but one of my favorite tools in the kitchen is a microplane. Now, a microplane, you can still see I've got some schmutz in there. This is fantastic for, you know, even doing cheeses with a really fine grade over your pasta, to lemon peels, lemon zest, lime zest, any kind of zest that you want to do, orange zest. Zest adds an incredible amount of flavor to your foods, and this tool is fantastic. That's all I can say about that. And they're not expensive. I'll put a link down below to a couple different ones. I forgot, for the griller in your life to go with the charcoal, fire lighters. So a chimney, a charcoal chimney, also a great gift. I don't have mine inside, but I'll play a video of one right now for you. Mm-hmm. And you put this little lump of schmutz underneath your charcoal and you light it, and it does a great job of lighting your charcoal for you. And it burns hot and it lights your charcoal much faster, and you can walk away and just let it burn. Carefully though. That goes with the charcoal. And that box, I think, is like $23, and you get 108 pieces of that. So potentially 108 charcoal lighting situations. Or you can start your campfire with those things too. So those are great for anybody. Ooh, another good idea for the AeroPress is someone who hikes, a hiker who wants to like go for a long hike, have a cup of coffee before they go, or have a cup of coffee when they're done hiking. You know, they can take their thermos full of hot water, they can put this in their to-go thermos and have an awesome cup of coffee at the end of their hike. That's fantastic too. Seasonings. Go with me on this one. Seasonings are a great thing that people don't typically like to buy for themselves. These are a few of my favorite seasonings, and you can pretty much buy them anywhere except for the last two. But this Korean barbecue seasoning from Spiceology is fantastic. I have used this on shrimp, I've used it on chicken, I've used it on beef, I've used it on a ton, anything you can think of, I've used this seasoning. It's got a tiny bit of spice to it, really not much spice at all, but just tons and tons of flavor. Oh, salmon, oh my gosh, it's incredible on salmon. This is a great, great gift or stocking stuffer for the foodie in your life. Borsari, a local brand. I think it's from Jamestown, New York, which is like 45 minutes away. But this is the savory blend seasoning. Now, they've got a whole bunch of different ones. So does Spiceology, by the way. But they've got a whole bunch of different ones. And this savory blend is fresh herbs, thyme, lavender, spices infused into sea salt. Ooh. When I make my chicken piccata, I season my chicken piccata with the savory blend before I roll it, before I dredge it in flour. Awesome, awesome seasoning, and great company. They make incredible seasonings. Check out their website. I'll link to that below too. You know I talk about Gordon's Butcher and Market. These guys have started creating their own seasoning blends, and they're fantastic. Two of my favorites. One is the blackened seasoning. Now, I'd make blackened salmon with that. I pretty much used it on everything. I've used it just on chicken. I've made dry rubs for chicken wings out of this blackened seasoning, but also this sweet and spicy seasoning. This sweet and spicy seasoning is fantastic on rib. Now, I don't know if they have these on their website, but I'll link to their website below anyway, just because you should go there because of this next thing. The local foodie and cook, home chef in your life is going to appreciate a massive ribeye steak that you went out and got them at your local butcher. And like say you get them a nice bone-in ribeye, the tomahawk style with the big bone hanging out the side. You know, anything like that is going to be an incredible present. You know, you go get them a quality piece of meat, or you go get them like giant king crab legs or a live lobster. If you show up to a Christmas party for your friends and you give your best friend a giant live lobster to cook, he's gonna be like, first of all, what the hell? Also, yeah, that's awesome. So those are just some ideas to get the person in your life something different. If you've got a meat lover in your life or anyone who loves to cook, you know they need a vacuum sealer. And one that I made a video of a few months ago called the Nesco food vacuum sealer. They start at 60 bucks. They're fantastic, easy to use, and I use mine all the time. And they save your food for much longer. It's a great gift to get a quality vacuum sealer for the person who loves to cook in your life. Which also brings me to, you know, I need to take a sip of beer. Also brings me to the sponsor of this video, Steakager. Now, Steakager is a great gift for the foodie in your life because they take the ability to dry age your own beef and pork and even make charcuterie at home and put it in your home. So they've got two different styles. They've got the Pro 15, which is $250, and if you're east of the Mississippi, you can order by Tuesday and have that by Christmas. Or if you're west, you gotta order by Monday and have that you can get that by Christmas. The Pro 40 is a much bigger fridge that you can dry age up to 40 pounds of meat inside, and that's what I have. I love it. Right now I've got a prime brisket in there and a bone-in ribeye in there. And it's dry aging. It's almost been 60 days. This is my longest dry age that I've done yet. And every cut of beef that I've made have all been for parties that I've served to people, and people are like, what is in that? my grandma said, "What did you season that steak with?" Because she's like, "I don't like steak." I was like, "Just salt." She's like, "You just seasoned it with salt?" I was like, "Yep." And she was like, "That was incredible." So it's a whole new level of flavor that you can create and you can give to somebody that they can then create dinners for you, for other people, and they will love it. Let me tell you, when you can dry age your own meat at home, it's fantastic. So you can go to steakager.com, you can get a Pro 15 or a Pro 40, then there's a whole bunch of other accessories that you can get down the line for the person that you bought that for, so that creates more future gifts too, which is, I always like, oh, here's this thing, but it's a hobby that you're starting for someone, and then you can get them things to go with that hobby down the line. The next thing is the Wildfire 4-in-1 grill, also made by the people at Steakager. Now, they created this grill, and I've done a lot of the videos for them. They entrusted me to do the cooking and create the videos, and it's been a blast. And now that grill is on Kickstarter, and you can go back it on Kickstarter, and then you can give someone maybe you can make them a little drawing and say, "Hey, you're gonna get this grill when it comes out next year." So that's kind of a cool little thing to go back something that isn't even made yet, and then give them an ideas for Christmas. So that's pretty cool. Merchandise from one of your local restaurants or brewers. Bergs and Weens is a place in the Flagship City Food Hall in downtown Erie that does burgers and wieners, and it's fantastic. They also have a place in Erie by the casino called Lucky Louie's Beer and Wieners, and they were actually voted one of the top 10 places in the country to get a hot dog. Maybe there's hats, maybe there's gloves. Hats from the Skunk and Goat Tavern, which is another local restaurant in our town. Getting a foodie in your life or someone who loves to grill, a t-shirt or just some swag from a local restaurant or a local brewery is just really fun, and they'll really appreciate it. And it's usually really quality stuff, and you're helping out your local business too, which is awesome. I hope these gifts ideas helped you to find a good gift for the foodie or home chef or chef in your life. And I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and Happy Holidays, everything. I wish you nothing but love. Thank you for watching Beerger. Comment down below if there's something that you would love to get. If you're a home chef or a foodie or a real chef or any of that stuff, if you'd love to get a certain gift, put it down below in the comments and tag the people who buy you a present. I'd love to see what their responses are, and I'd love to see what you want for Christmas or you would like to have as a gift from a loved one. I'd love to see it. Merry Christmas to you all. See you next time.